Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Again, this is Mr. Santos Catalan Jr. wishing you a very nice day. Okay. Now, again, in my previous tutorial, what I have done is to show you how to control the uh, supply and return fund of the air handling unit that I am trying to explain. Okay. Now, in that program, I show you the control logic program, how we are going to start these two funds. Okay. Now let me explain again. I have my DBC here. I have my field equipment. Okay. So this is my valve actuator. I have a temperature, duct temperature sensor, my damper actuator. Then my two small fans that are representing this supply and return fund. Okay. Now, if you don't have any idea what is an air handling unit, so I have a picture of air handling unit here. Okay, showing the components inside the unit. Okay, now you can call this also as AHU plant. Now we have the supply, then the return as depicted by my BNS graphics. Okay, now today what I'm going to do is to explain to you, once we started the air handling unit, the next step is to provide cooling. Okay, because the main purpose of air handling unit is to cool a area being served by the air handling unit. Okay, so we want this AHU to provide comfort cooling in the said area. Okay, now what I have here, okay, now I have installed one temperature sensor. Okay, now this is my temperature sensor. Actually, this is my actual devices that I'm using to explain this air handling unit. Okay, so I put one temperature sensor here, then you can see the real-time value. That is 29.3. If I will try to hold the probe, then you can see the temperature is increasing because I'm trying to hold the uh, probe. Okay, so it's coming, as you can see, now it's a real-time value. It will become 31. Okay, so I will release it, then it will go back to, because I try to rub this probe. Okay, of course, the friction will cause some heat and it will be transferred to my temperature sensor. Then hopefully it will go back. Okay, it will go back to the what is being sensed in the area. Okay, now let me explain again. Now I have here, I have put a temperature set point. Okay, let's say this air handling unit will try to maintain this temperature here, 18 degrees centigrade. So our cooling valve, by the way, this is our cooling coil. Okay, this is the cooling coil. Now, the cooling coil, there is a supply and return, or supply here and return. Okay, because basically as a mechanical engineering practice, we are installing the valve at the return line of the chilled water system, okay, or the chilled water piping. Now, as you can see, this is the valve. This is actually a three-way valve, okay, because we have three ports, okay. So in, out, and the bypass, okay. Now here, this is the valve of the door. So in order to cool this area, we need to allow more chilled water to go inside the cooling coil. Now the chilled water is being produced by chillers, okay. Chillers, they will be the one to produce the chilled water supply for all the air handling unit. Now the chilled water supply is around 5 degrees, okay. Now the supply is 5 degrees, then we are expecting a delta T of maybe 6 degrees, then the return temperature to the chiller is around 11 degrees, okay. So the chilled water supply here will be 5 degrees, okay. So the more chilled water entering the cooling coil, the more chances that the air being supplied will cool down, okay. So today what I'm going to do is to show you how we are going to control, or I will show you the control logic program for the control of the valve, okay. So now let me show you the program. Now this is my program, okay. So I just incorporated the control for the valve, okay. Now this upper portion is my control for the supply and return fan. Then this portion is my control for chilled water, okay. As you can see, the controller that I'm going to use is a PID. Now this PID is proportional plus integral plus derivative control. So the control has three components: proportional, then the integral part plus the integral part plus the derivative part. Now, since this is a simple temperature control, so I will use only the proportional plus the integral. Okay, so because here the integral time I set to 0. Okay? Now deadband zone is 0. I already explained this PID control in my previous tutorial. Now you can just go over it and check what are these parameters in a PID analog. Okay. Now here, what is important here is the measured variable. Okay. So my measured variable is the supply air temperature. Okay. So meaning the output of this is trying to control the temperature by the using of this analog output to control the valve or the valve operator, so that the final output here is the temperature in the area served. So that temperature will be feedback. Okay, it will be feedback to this temperature control so that our controller will respond accordingly. Okay, now here, now I have here my set point. Okay, so measured variable is my supply temperature. Then I have here my actual set point. Okay, I have here, I set initially the actual temperature set point to 18 degrees. Okay, then my mode, okay, mode, it should be, if there is airflow, okay, this is an if then else structure and expression block. Okay, it says if A is 1, then if A is true, then 1. So the output of this is 1. Else, if it is not true, the output is 3. Okay. So 3, if the output is 3, it will just go to the minimum. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so I cannot show it anymore. Okay, no, so meaning if it is 3, then it will go to the minimum controller output, which is 0. Then our Umax is 100. Okay, so meaning this controller will give a maximum value of 100, then a minimum value of 0. Okay. Now, so this is the control logic that controls the valve using the PID control. Okay. Now, in my air handling unit, okay, I have added this. Okay, so I added this temperature sensor in my, let me check it, in my DO. Okay, here. Okay, so I have added the temperature sensor. Okay, so here. Okay, so temperature input, supply air temperature. Okay, then I added also in my analog output 1 point, the cooling valve output. Okay, so here, this one, this controller uploaded in my DDC will control the analog output channel 1 of my analog output IO module. Okay, so that this controller will give the 0 to 10 volt signal. Okay, now let me go to my reserve lighting unit. Now this valve, okay, this valve is modulating valve. Okay, so a modulating valve actuator. So our control here is modulating. When you say modulating, from 0 to 100. So this valve can open from 0 to 100%. Let's say it can open 50%, 75%, 1%, 2%. Okay, so that's why it is called modulating. Now, so the signal, control signal here, I set it to 0 to 10 volts. Now, this analog output module is capable of giving 0 to 10 volts control signal or 4 to 20 millivolts. So I selected 0 to 10 volts. Okay. So this bulb actuator will receive 0 to 10 volts DC. And based on that 0 to 10 volts DC, it will be configured to 0 volts is 0% opening, 100 volts is, 10 volts is 100% opening. Okay. Likewise, the valve is capable of giving me a feedback. Okay. So when, let's say, my control give a 50% control opening signal, then this valve should give me also a 50% opening status. Okay, so that is valve feedback, valve control. Okay, now this valve will try to maintain the temperature in the area. Okay, so without any more delay, let's see how this air handling unit works. First, we will start it. Now, when the operator enable is off, that's why my air handling unit is off. Okay, So let's say the operator will try to turn it on or enable it. Okay. Oh, as you can see, you can hear from the background the energizing of my contactor that drives this fan. Okay. After 10 seconds, this one will come in. Okay. So that is my bulb. Now, as you can see, the control is already giving a 6.8% opening to the bulb. Okay. Then my bulb is giving me some feedback. As you can see here, 13.2. Now, why? Why like that? Because the temperature is 29. Now, my set point is 15. So, my control will try to maintain or follow this set point. Okay, so as you can see here, the valve is opening slowly. Now, it's saying 26 because still the temperature is 29 here. Okay. Now, since there is no actual chilled water, of course, this temperature will not change unless I will dip this in a cold water or I will get cloth with ice. Then I will show you how it will respond. Now here, as you can see here, the bulb is responding accordingly based on the set point. Okay. Now I can play with the set point to show you the response of the bulb. Okay. So focus in the response of the bulb. As you can see, my bulb control is 53. Then my bulb is actually opening. Okay. Now slowly 53.2. Okay. Now it gives an output of 60 because there is nothing happening in the supply temperature. Okay. Actually, this 29 and this 29 is the same. Okay. Okay. Now, if you want, I can play with the set point. Okay. So let's say I will change the set point. Okay. I will make it. Okay. Why it's not changing? Okay. Let me change this. Okay. Okay. Now the set point is 23.5. You will see the bulb will try to respond accordingly. Okay. If I will make this, let's say I will say my set point is 30. Okay, so look, the set point is 30. Look at the bulb response. Okay, so the bulb will try to, okay, as you can see, the bulb is closing a little bit because this the measured variable is almost the same with the set point. Okay. My spinner is not working. Let's say I will put it back to 20. Let's say 20. My set point is 20. We will see what the bulb will do. Okay, the bulb should be opening to allow more chilled water so that it can bring down this 29 to around 20. Okay, so as you can see here, the bulb is control signal is 85, then the bulb is giving me back 85. Okay, so this is how we are going to control the bulb. Okay, let me show you the program. Okay, so this is the program. As you can see here, my PID controller is the one giving the control signal to the bulb operator, okay, or the analog output signal being commanded by this controller uploaded in my DDC. Okay, now the controller is giving an 100 output, meaning 10 volts will be given by our analog output channel there, output 1 to the bulb operator. Okay, now let's see what is the, as you can see here, now it is 100 already. Now the bulb is trying to allow more chilled water to come inside the cooling coil so that it will be able to cool down the 29 to around 20 degrees. Okay, so that is PID, proportional plus integral plus derivative control. Okay, so that is how you are going to control the bulb. Once you started it, then the next step is to control the bulb so that you can provide the first and foremost purpose of this air handling unit is to provide cooling here. Let's say this is an area in a mall, then you said, okay, my temperature there is, I want it 20, so more people will come because it's really good. It will be comfort cooling in that area. Okay, now let me go back to the program. So this is the program. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, now here, because there is supply airflow, that's why my control mode will be 1, normal control. Okay, so if I don't have airflow here, if this is false, it will go to the output of this expression box will be 3, because we have here if A, then 1, else 3. Okay, if 3, it will go to the U minimum. Minimum permissible output will be 0. Okay, so again, I hope you have learned how you are going to control the cooling valve of an air handling unit based on the PID control. Okay, now again, if you are studying the in control system, you will encounter this PID controller. Okay, usually I'm teaching this in feedback and control system, PID. Okay, then the feedback and control. Okay, so the importance of feedback. Now, what is being fed back to this controller is the temperature. Okay, so this is the measured variable or the feedback, the supply air temperature. Okay, now again, I guess if this is enough for this tutorial. The next tutorial will be how to control the dampers. Okay, so we already know how to control the fans. We already know how to control the cooling valve. Then the next step is to learn how are we going to control these two damper. Okay, so I will try to explain it in my next tutorial. So once again, yeah, I hope I have given you some idea, especially to the new engineers who are wishing to be part of a building management system or building automation. So if you are new to my channel, again, needless to say, please subscribe and you can always click the notification bell. And guys, you can always make a comment. If there is any query in your mind, jot it down so I can help you and try to explain more further so that we will be able to grasp the concept of feedback and control, or how are you going to control air handling unit. So once again, Santos Capilan Jr. saying God bless us all and bye for now.